Morning everyone. Today's video is going to be slightly different because I'm going to be doing a what eating day, and really I'm going to try and make it a perfect day on the how not to diet. So there's going to be a few kind of non-food things that I've done as well. Very first thing I did this morning, after I had a wee, but I'm not going to film that, is I weighed myself, and now I'm going to go and do a workout so that I can optimize my exercise timing, and I'll check in with you in a bit. So I've just done my warm-up and it seems to have stopped raining outside, so I'm going to go outside to do some HIIT, and then we'll be back in for a shower and some breakfast. I can barely see because the sun is so bright, but I've just finished my workout. Don't know if you can see that. I didn't quite get 40 minutes, I only got 33, but I can't do it anymore. And I will probably go for a walk later, and that'll kind of make up for it, I guess. So I'm gonna go and lie down, have a shower, and then I will see you for breakfast. I've just realised that I've got a work call I need to sit on, so I've got a green tea, a very red face, and I'll have my breakfast when I'm done. So it's now like a full hour later, it's 10 o'clock, it's a lot later than I would normally eat breakfast, but because I want to eat my meal undistracted, it just had to wait, because otherwise I wouldn't have been undistracted, I'd have been very much distracted. So I've got my 2 cups of water, which is basically a pint. I've already had a little bit, as you can see. I've got my apple, which I just cut up because I prefer eating it like this. And then I've got my overnight oats that I made last night. So I'll see you when I'm ready to eat. Next we've got a Pink Lady apple. One of the things you are supposed to try and do is make your meal last 20 minutes. So it's 10:04 now when I've started eating. I really struggle with this one. I feel like I never consume enough food to make it take 20 minutes to eat. So for me, as long as I've really made a conscious effort to eat slowly, I tick that box off, even if it only takes 10 minutes for me to eat whatever I'm eating. That's my apple done. So we've got some overnight oats that I made last night, and in here we've got oats, flax seeds, we've got some blueberries, I've got, what else have I got in here? I've got banana, so that's oats, flax seeds, berries, banana. I think that's 4 of my boxes for the day, so that's not too bad. But if you take into account, and apple, that's another of my daily dozen boxes. And then my preloading, now I've already ticked quite a few off. Minutes, yeah, I'm never going to take me 20 minutes to finish this. Right, that's me done. It was only 11 minutes, but I did take my time. I was eating undistracted. I did put my spoon down in between mouthfuls, so I feel like I can tick that one off. I'll do a little check-in in a minute, but I think what we've covered so far is I've weighed, optimised my exercise timing, I've preloaded with water and with fruit, had a cup of green tea because I had that while I was on my call, and then I've had 3 beverages so far. I've had berries, flax seeds, whole grains, fruit, apple, banana. So I'm probably doing quite well so far. Right, I'm just going to take my B12, which is this all-in-one oral supplement. How attractive. So it is a couple of hours later and now it's time for lunch. So I'm not going to talk you through what I cook because otherwise this video is going to be like 24 hours long. But I'm basically going to have a tofu scramble with some vegetables and I'm going to have a salad. So yeah, let's have lunch and I will get back to you when I start eating. You don't need to watch me eat again. So I've got me salad there, my glass of water that I haven't quite finished, and then this is my tofu scramble. So we've got some peas, some corn, some tofu, some mushrooms, bit of seasoning, and I'll come back to you when it's done. So I've just had my lunch and I've got 16 out of 24 on my daily dozen and I think 17 out of 37 on my tweaks. A lot of the tweaks you can really only tick off at the end of the day, like fasting for 12 hours, not eating after 7, deflouring your diet. You can't really tick those off until the end of the day. But I've just made myself a green tea. And yeah, it's all going pretty well so far today. It is dinner time. So for tea tonight, I'm gonna have a kind of like Mexican fried rice sort of thing. So we've got my water that I've just started on there in my lovely little tiny Rebel glass. I've got my salad that I'm gonna have with some vinegar. And then for my actual meal, I've got half a cup of brown rice that I cooked the other day, some kidney beans, some broccoli to get my cruciferous vegetables in, some courgette that I'm going to fry, and then in here we've just got some garlic powder, paprika, my cayenne pepper for the day, and my dinner portion of cumin. So I'm probably just going to finish my glass of water. Those biscuits aren't mine. And then I'll start cooking everything because I mean this is going to take seconds to put together. And then I have got my nooch for the top, and then I am one portion of fruit down for the day, so I thought I would have an avocado on the top. So salad first. It's a very uninspiring looking salad, but gonna have to do. I'll tell you what, kale is so chewy. Right, on to my main course now. Got a guess for the remainder of the time lapse. All done. So that's it for today, everybody. I've got one more thing to do tonight, which is to weigh just before I go to bed. Yeah, I've hit every single one of the daily dozen today, so I've got a nice little star on my daily dozen app. And I've done 34 out of the 37 21 tweaks. That's a really confusing string of numbers. Of the 21 tweaks, you get 37 boxes you can tick, and I've ticked 34, so I don't have any black cumin. And what else was there? I didn't have any vinegar with breakfast because I just completely forgot. And yeah, Trendelenburg. I'm not sleeping with my feet above my head. I just don't want to. So yeah, that is basically a perfect day of eating and living on the how not to diet. I am gonna work out on MyFitnessPal, I think, how many calories I had and what my macros were, just because I think it'll be interesting. I don't eat like this every single day. I was quite rigid today in following the rules because I also didn't eat any extra portions of anything. So, you know, typically if I have 4 portions of fruit in a day instead of 3, I'm not gonna die in a ditch over that. And I usually have a lot more vegetables than I did today, which sounds kind of weird because I've had like 4 or 5 portions of vegetables. It's like 7:15. I would typically eat tea a bit earlier than this actually. I usually like to start eating at about 6, but you know, was busy today. So yeah, I feel satisfied, I feel full. But other than that, I hope you have a really lovely week, and I will see you in about a fortnight's time for the final part of this little experiment that I've set myself.